Thank you very much, John. Great to be here, everyone. I guess we've all seen the lithium market has been volatile. What we're observing at the moment is a stabilisation of the market in China. And of course, we know that in the medium term, the transition is underpinned by electric vehicles. We know we've got some of the best ground in Australia, and we've got the right team to deliver. In terms of our business, we're focused on high-impact lithium exploration. We're going to define multiple resources in what I think is one of the most prolific lithium zones in the country. On this map you can see here, our ground is in red. We surround an operating lithium mine, depicted here in purple, and their exploration ground, and we're less than 50 kilometres from the Port of Darwin. Today I'll talk about two things. Firstly, our discovery at Lei, the highest grade lithium project in the country. And I'll also talk about our drilling program, which is underway now to define additional deposits close by. In terms of the key points, in terms of developing projects and creating value, you've got to be close to infrastructure. We're less than 50 kilometres from the Port of Darwin. That means infrastructure, that means low-cost mining developments. We've got phenomenal geological prospectivity. We've proven that on our ground, and our neighbours proven that likewise on their ground. We're well funded, and we're aggressively exploring these properties. We're going to have news flow, and I believe that will drive the share price over time. In terms of the board and management team, technically we're very strong. We've got two of the preeminent lithium geologists in the world, I believe, led by Dr. Bynoe and Dr. Bryce Healy. Very, very strong technical team. My background's commercial. I've just sold a $1 billion renewable energy company to a major multinational, so I hope to bring financing expertise to the team. In terms of the corporate snapshot, we've got a very tight share register. 43% of the shares in issue are held by board and management. That means a very strong alignment of interests. We've got tier one shareholders. In particular, I highlight CATL, the world's largest battery manufacturer. They're backing our team. They're very keen for us to supply them. They've got massive factories in China, and our chairman's got a phenomenal relationship with their chairman, so we're keen to leverage that. We're also delighted to have one of Australia's preeminent underground miners, his new venture Develop, we believe is a tier one contractor, and we look forward to working with them closely in terms of developing our Lei project. So great team, good shareholders. The business is well funded, more than $7 million of cash, and we've got a modest market cap. Lots of news, has the potential to drive the share price. In terms of our first discovery at Lei, phenomenal. We've hit 80 metres at 1.59% lithium, 50 metres at 1.8. These numbers roll off the tongue, but they're very, very high grade, phenomenally high grade. That's important because you don't need a lot of tonnes when you've got such high grade material. In terms of our maiden JORC resource, we rushed this to the market last year. We announced 4.1 million tonnes, 1.43% lithium. As I said, the highest grade lithium project in the country. There's a bunch of drill holes that we drilled subsequent to the publication of this resource, which weren't included in these numbers. So I hope there's a good potential to increase that resource over time by including those known holes, plus also further drilling. We know for a fact there's a second parallel mineralised pegmatite dike, less than 180 metres to the east. So there's certainly potential to increase that. What I really want to talk about is how we're going to commercialise this deposit and make money for our shareholders. We know it's close to the Port of Darwin. That's so important in terms of low-cost mine development. What we believe is that a direct shipping ore operation with those massively inherent advantages has the potential to make money right now at current pricing. So we've now commenced the economic feasibility process to advance this project, and we believe a direct shipping ore operation has the potential to be rapidly advanced, essentially shipping raw rock through the Port of Darwin directly to our partners in China. That would be a very simple operation, quick to implement, relatively simple to permit, and our meetings with the minister up there in Darwin indicate strong government support to bring a second lithium mine into production in the Northern Territory. The game changer for us was the announcement of our first offtake deal with a sister company of CATL. CATL is the gorilla in the lithium industry. More than $800 billion of market cap. The sister company that processes raw rock, market cap of $4 billion. Our relationship with them is such that our MOU contemplates them not just taking 50% of our production, but funding 50% of the mine. This is incredibly important to be able to deliver non-dilutive finance to get a mine into production quickly. Could be revolutionary for a company of our modest size. Very, very excited by this, and we hope to have more news to announce to the market about the environmental permitting, the mining license being granted, and further offtake deals. In terms of our other projects, we're drilling them right now. We announced yesterday that we've just mobilised rigs to test some of the super prospective ground. This is less than 2, 3, 4 kilometres from our first discovery. It surrounds Core Lithium's operating mine. We know there's outcropping pegmatites, literally pegmatites that come to surface, not always mineralised to surface, but a very good place to start our exploration. Some of these are large, 500 metres, 200 metres just at surface, and we know they're mineralised. We drilled one last year, and that hit, 20 metres at 1.59%. So really good mineralisation, good thick intercepts, and to us tells us there's a potential to deliver potentially 2, 3, 4 deposits over time in this prospective tenement package. So that work's happening right now. In fact, you can see here a picture of one of the RAB rigs, which is on site right now. We've announced a minimum of 3,000 metres that's getting underway at the moment. The intention of that drilling will be to define the size of these deposits, where we want to do additional follow-up exploration, and that's where the RC drilling will come in. Once we've identified the size and shape of the second or third deposit, we'll define it and over time convert those to mineral resources. So lots of activity and lots of news flow over the next couple of months, we believe. Another point I'd like to make is that we, being Lithium Plus, are focused on lithium, but we did inherit, as part of our tenement package, some phenomenally interesting uranium and rare earth properties. These are located near Alice Springs. We've recently bulked that portfolio up with a very prospective and strategic tenement package of uranium and rare earth properties. We're going to investigate a potential spin-out of that company onto the ASX as a way of funding and driving value for those projects without diluting Lithium Plus. And of course, Lithium Plus shareholders will get an in-specie distribution of those shares should we pursue that strategy. So that's something which will drive some news flow over the coming months. So I guess there's really only a couple of things you need to remember about Lithium Plus. Location, so important. We're right next to an operating port, phenomenal infrastructure. That means low-cost mining. We've got really, really good prospectivity. Outcropping pegmatites at surface. We've got multiple potential deposits to be discovered, with our first one being the highest grading lithium project in the country. A board with track record of delivering. They've built value, they've found mines, found deposits which have been converted to mines, and a team that can commercialise and fund those. A relationship with the biggest battery manufacturer is important, provides funding, it provides an offtake for our market. Thank you very much.